In the early hours of the morning, before most of us have even had an opportunity to hit the snooze button, Greg Floyd of Hill Logging is making the first delivery of the day. Greg's load? 28 tons of prime Georgia Southern Yellow Pine, destined for Graphic Packaging International in Macon, Georgia, where it will undergo an amazing transformation from one of the world's most plentiful and renewable natural resources into one of the world's oldest and most versatile commodities, paper. Built after World War II, this Macon, Georgia plant has been in operation since 1948. Today, this modern and efficient facility has an around-the-clock workforce of over 500 full-time employees. The Macon Facility is one of Graphic Packaging's multiple paper mills in operation in North America. This worldwide organization is one of the world's leading producers of paper packaging materials, accounting for over $4 billion in annual sales and employing a workforce of over 15,000 employees worldwide. It is in this facility's woodyard that log trucks are unloaded and their contents begin an age-old metamorphosis.
This is my morning commute every day.
The process begins with Nick, 150 feet above the plant's woodyard. Nick is one of several crane operators whose job it is to move an estimated 2 million tons of logs off the delivery trucks and into the maw of a machine known as a chip mill. The woodyard has 2 chip mills. In this 200-foot-long machine, bark is removed from the logs, which are then chopped down into 1-inch sized chips. The entire process takes only a few seconds. The wood chips are then carried by conveyor belt into the plant for the next stage of their journey. The bark is also collected, but it has an entirely different and much hotter final destination. To power a facility of this size takes an enormous amount of electricity, about 70 megawatts, enough to power a medium-sized city. Amazingly, Graphic Packaging can generate this power completely in-house. What makes this possible? 4 massive boilers and 5 turbine generators powered by, among other things, the very bark that is removed from the trees in the woodyard. Edward Glover, utilities operator, explains.
We burn traditional fuels like gas, oil, and coal, but efficiency is what we're really looking for. That's why we burn the bark from the trees along with the sawdust and other wood materials. And we also burn something called black liquor. That's derived from the paper making process. Efficiency is something that we really look for. It lowers the cost of the paper.
Thanks to the efficient operations at Graphic Packaging, the plant can generate over 1 million pounds of steam per hour to operate its 5 turbines. This produces enough electricity that under certain conditions, Graphic Packaging can even exceed its own requirements and sell electricity back to the grid. How is all this power used? The first step in the actual paper-making process takes place at the pulp mill, where the rigid 1-inch wooden chips from the chip mill are converted into soft pulp. Charles Levat, fiber shift supervisor, oversees the operation of the 9 batch digesters.
These digesters are huge. Each digester is 5 stories tall, 15 feet in diameter, and can hold over 40,000 cubic feet of wood pulp.
In the batch digesters, with the help of steam and cooking chemicals, the lignin, which makes the chip stiff, is dissolved away. This leaves a soft cellulose pulp, suitable for making paper. The pulp goes through various cleaning and refining processes before being delivered to the paper machine. The liquid chemicals and waste from the batch digesters are also saved, and through an innovative recycling process are used in the boilers to help generate electricity before being chemically treated and then reused in the batch digesters.
Well, you know, paper has been made for over 2,000 years, but it's the craft pulping process developed over the last century that makes paper affordable.
A second source of raw material that helps keep the price of modern paper production down is recycled paper. Caroline Nelson is a second helper for the recycle department at Graphic Packaging and oversees the 250 tons of used paper materials that can come through the plant each day. This volume of material is equivalent to 3,300 tractor-trailer loads of baled waste annually, or over 8.2 million cubic feet of landfill space saved each year.
Recycled paper, it falls into what's essentially like a big blender. It's ground up into mush before it goes into the next step for processing. One of the things that I like about my job is that I get to contribute financially toward the support of my family, but at the same time, I know that I'm helping the environment.
The heart of the process is the paper machines. The Graphic Packaging Facility in Macon has 2 units running in nearly continuous operation. The first, named the Buccaneer, was installed in 1948. This machine can produce up to 1,200 tons of paperboard per day at speeds of up to 1,500 feet per minute. The second unit, named the Voyager, was installed in 1980. The Voyager can produce 1,000 tons of paperboard per day at speeds of up to 1,250 feet per minute. Together, these 2 marvels of technology produce enough paperboard in just 4 days to create a paper road 30 feet wide from New York to Los Angeles. Although the process is complicated, these machines are essentially water removal devices. Grady Sneed, a 35-year veteran at Graphic Packaging, explains.
Well, this is the heart of the paper mill right here. And what we do, we take the pulp, we run it through a series of processes, we pour the water out of it on the table, we run it through the press section, we take it on down the machine, and at the end of the machine, you got a long, continuous sheet of paper.
After the paper has been pressed and dried, it receives a special coating to allow printing on its surface. This coating is prepared on site and utilizes a key ingredient that is also unique to Middle Georgia, kaolin. Over 300,000 pounds per day of this Middle Georgia clay is used at the plant. This clay, along with other ingredients, gives the paper its bright white appearance and excellent printing characteristics. These 2 attributes are critical to meeting the expectations of our customers.
Well, we understand that our customers spend millions of dollars in marketing and branding, and it's our job to make sure they get the perfect product, because if they don't, all those dollars are potentially wasted. When we walk through the grocery store, we see some of these packages, and we know that we were the ones that made the paper that sent it to these box plants to be printed, and that's, we get a sense of pride in that.
Paper making is a continuous operation, so that when one reel's completed, the next one is started without interrupting the process. The enormous paper reel, weighing as much as 30 tons, is removed by crane and then cut into individual rolls according to customer orders. These rolls can be up to 84 inches in diameter and weigh 4.5 tons each. The final step is shipping the paper to the manufacturers and printers who use our product. Like the other processes in the plant, it's no small operation. Wyman Ferguson works in the shipping department and makes sure that each of the over 700 rolls of clay-coated paper leaving the plant every day is sent to the right destination.
Coming to work in the shipping department is a joy. It's a challenge too. We load rail cars, we load trucks, so you can imagine it's a beehive of activity. It takes a lot of teamwork, and that's what we do every single day.
It is this teamwork throughout the plant that allows Graphic Packaging in Macon to create the finest paperboard in the world. From raw local materials like pine and clay to a finished product that's shipped worldwide, the success of our facility is due to our most valuable resource, our employees. It's their dedication, innovation, and professionalism that has driven our success for over 6 decades. And it's their commitment that will ensure our continued success. Graphic Packaging, inspired packaging, a world of difference.